Hello everybody. In our previous video we have described the functions of the mitochondria, and that is the production of energy by the hydrolysis of ATP. And today we are going to look at the greater detail of the energy production in cell. It's very important for you to understand that the production of energy in cell takes place not only inside the mitochondrion but inside the cytoplasm too. So there are two important processes. The first one is glycolysis, which takes place in the cytoplasm. It takes place in the cytoplasm, while the second one is Krebs cycle, which takes place inside the mitochondria. We're going to describe it in the next video. And in this video, we're going to look at the glycolysis, which takes place in the cytoplasm. You know, in the cytoplasm, there are some carbohydrate in form of glycogen. Some carbohydrate in form of glycogen in animals. And there are some in form of starch in plants. Both compounds are cis-carbon compound. So what happens is that there's an ATP, two ATPs, which will be added to one of these compounds. When these two ATPs are added, they become phosphorylated cis-carbon sugar. Phosphorylated cis-carbon sugar and this will immediately be split into two molecules of 3-carbon sugar, because the combination of these ATPs and one of these compounds bring about the instability of this phosphorylated cis-carbon sugar, which can be broken down into two molecules of 3-carbon sugar. Remember that there were cis-carbon compounds, and when they are broken down into two, each of the compound will become 3-carbon compound. That is 3-carbon sugar. And this 3-carbon sugar synthesize ATP molecules. They synthesize ATP molecules, and they are converted into pyruvic acid. ATPs here and 2 hydrogen will be liberated, and the process by which hydrogens are liberated is called the hydrogenation. That is the process by which hydrogen molecules are released from a particular compound. These are taken by hydrogen carrier called NADP. That NADP is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. When it takes hydrogen, it becomes nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphohydrogenase. So the effects of this hydrogen depends on whether the oxygen is available or not. If oxygen is available, this hydrogen will enter into the mitochondria. It will enter into the mitochondria, where it brings about the formation of 3 ATP molecules. 3 ATP molecules. 3 ATPs. And if oxygen is not available, it will combine with pyruvic acid. It will combine with pyruvic acid to form either lactic acid in the case of animal, lactic acid in animal, or ethanol in plants. But if there is oxygen, it will enter into the mitochondria, where it's going to produce 3 molecules of ATP, and pyruvic acid will enter into the mitochondria also if oxygen is available, and makes what we call acetyl coenzyme A. But before its conversion into acetyl coenzyme A, it's going to release 1 molecule of carbon dioxide. It will release 2 hydrogen molecules by the process called hydrogenation. And it will synthesize 3 molecules of ATP. 3 ATPs. Then it's converted into acetyl coenzyme A. That is if oxygen is available. But if oxygen is not available, this hydrogen will combine with the pyruvic acid to form lactic acid in the case of animal, and ethanol in the case of plants. So this metabolic process, which involves the breakdown of sugar in form of glycogen or starch into pyruvic acid, is what we call glycolysis. And it takes place in the cytoplasm, not in the mitochondria. You can see some amounts of ATP has been generated, and this ATP will be used for the production of energy. And the acetyl coenzyme A is going to be formed inside the mitochondria after the release of carbon dioxide by the process called decarboxylation, and release of hydrogen by the process called dehydrogenation. So actually, from this place down to this place takes place in the cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm. Then this takes place in the mitochondria. But it's very important for you to see or to understand that this acetyl coenzyme A undergoes a metabolic process which is called Krebs cycle, and it also generates energy in the mitochondria. And this is what we are going to see in the next video, that is the Krebs cycle will be analyzed in the next video.